I'm sure you've seen those crazy stories where moms have been asked to leave a store or a restaurant for breastfeeding their baby in public. Can they legally ask me to leave? Do I need to cover up while I'm breastfeeding my baby? And if I want to, how do I go about it? Are you ready? Let's go. Be confident and successful in your breastfeeding journey. We need to feed our babies when they're hungry, and sometimes that happens in a public place. But if someone were to come up to you and say you need to stop or leave, you should know your rights. And in the US, the law is federally that anywhere that you are legally allowed to be, you are legally allowed to breastfeed your baby. And that's covered up or not. That's totally up to you, how modest you feel that you want to be. If someone says something to you about breastfeeding in public, take the opportunity to educate them. Some people have never been around a breastfeeding mother and they just don't know, is this okay to do? And you can nicely explain to them that it is your right and your baby's hungry and you need to feed baby when they're hungry. You may feel like people are staring at you when you breastfeed in public, and they might be, but that's probably because your baby's so darn cute. I look for moms breastfeeding in public because I want to approach them and tell them what a great job they're doing. I keep these little cards in my purse that I've made up, and you can make your own up, or you can check below how to get those if you want to get some from me. But these cards just say, "Thank you for nursing your baby in public. May future mothers never have to search for a secluded corner, dressing room, or bathroom to nourish their babies. Nursing in public is becoming the norm, and the credit goes to women like you." If you're good with breastfeeding your baby with no cover at all in public, then go for it. I totally support you. But a lot of moms are a little bit more insecure, especially with that first baby. They might feel better at the second or third and not care about it so much. But if you want to be a little bit modest, I'm going to go over a couple of things you can do. If you're wearing your baby in a wrap or a front carrier and they're upright, koala hold for nursing, we'd call this, that's a little bit less obvious if they're in this position to nurse baby. People won't really know exactly what you're doing. They'll just think you're holding the baby. But popular ones are, for most moms, is to wear a tank top under their shirt, and I have a tank under this, where you can wear this tank top underneath and lift your outer shirt up and then pull the stretchy tank down so that baby can nurse there. You can buy a ready-made cover, and I'll put some links below for you to check out. But the covers will tie around your neck, and you can move it aside if you need to see what you're doing to latch baby and then pull it back over. There's also some that have a wire in them so that you can be covered and still see what you're doing to get baby latched. But you don't have to buy anything. You can use your own blanket and cover yourself. If you do use your own, a little trick would be to tuck it into your bra strap like this, and it'll be real secure. You don't have to completely cover baby. You can just go across baby's neck like that, and it's just a little bit more covered. Or if that doesn't feel comfortable, then you can totally cover you and baby. Just know that some babies, especially older babies, don't like having something over them, and they'll pull at it and tug it or fuss and want that off. It's not really comfortable to eat with a blanket over your head, but some babies are fine with it. If you're wanting to be modest about feeding your baby, try to not have to use a restroom because it's just not very sanitary. If you're going into a restaurant, ask to not be seated right in front of the door. Maybe there's a booth that you can sit at that's a little more secluded. In a store, ask the employees, do you have a bench or somewhere out of the way that I could feed my baby at? If it's a clothing store, you might try a dressing room. Now, if you go to someone's house and you want to be a little more private, just ask them, can I use a bedroom, just to be a little bit more out of the way. Be prepared because some people might say, it's all right, honey, go ahead and just feed the baby right here. So you have to speak up for yourself. Are you okay with that or are you not? Either way is good, but you just have to decide which you would be most comfortable with. I hope all of that helps, mommies. No matter how you feed your baby, there's no right or wrong. You do what works best for you. If this has been helpful, can you give me a quick thumbs up so that this can be shared to other mommies who want to know this same information? If you have any questions, I would love to answer those for you. Just ask them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot, Mommy. You got this.